What's up, guys?
Hi guys!
How you doing? How's it going? We have been searching for these things for a very long time, it seems like.
Yes, they are
really
hard to find.
So, we have a lot of things to talk about, not only these exclusives on how to get them, when to get them, what's going on in the world of Funko Pop hunting for these Spider-Man pops, basically Spider-Man pops.
Basically.
And we'll let you know after the video. As of right now, let's go ahead and review these things.
Up first, we have the black suit Spider-Man, and he looks awesome!
Yeah. No paint jobs on these. That's why they're so awesome. They can't screw it up because they're using decals. Decals on all of these are great.
Yeah, the giant spider on his chest is just so freaking cool. Oh my god, look, he has Spider-Man on his back!
Yeah, he's got them on both.
That's awesome!
He's
so freaking cool! He looks like he could just whoop somebody's butt.
Probably could.
I could be pretty scared of him.
So it's pretty shiny black paint on him.
And his eyes look so evil.
Yeah, and they're perfect too.
It's so cool.
They're all decaled, so they can't screw it up. You're not going to find bad paint jobs on these, it looks like. So you're just going to have to worry about how good the box is if you're in the box
that's going to be your biggest concern.
But overall, this is, I mean, it's boring. There's not much to it, obviously.
Yeah,
But, you know, if you like Spider-Man and you like all Marvel, and if you're a big Marvel collector, you have to have this whole line, which we'll go into later too. I want to talk about after the end of this review real quick. So we're going to try to make this fast because we have a lot to talk about, and we don't want this video to be forever long. So there he goes, pretty awesome. Up next we have Spider-Man 2099. Now here's another simple paint job, but this is really cool.
This one's super cool. His paint job is just sick. I love it. It's super detailed.
Look at that.
Oh my god, he's so plain on the back though?
It's very plain. There's really not much to it.
But the front is so cool.
But that red and blue is really nice. And of course he's bobblehead, which everybody at this point knows we're not fans of bobbleheads. But that is really cool. The whole face is a vinyl. And it looks great.
Yeah, the spider on his chest looks super, super creepy.
It does.
I like it.
Can't wait to show you these up close because these really are nice.
Up next we have the Punisher.
The Punisher.
He looks really cool. I'm gonna take him out. I hate these bobbleheads. I can't ever get them out. Oh my god! Look at that. I do too. His guns are awesome. His belt's kind of, you know, there's a little.
Yeah, it could be better paint job on the belt.
He's cool.
The slicked back hair is really nice. They probably should have put like a 12 o'clock shadow on his face.
That's true.
But other than that, honestly.
Oh my god! Look, he has a knife in his boot.
Even over Venom, I kind of like this pop better than the Venom, which we'll show you in a second.
Oh,
it's weird, but to say, but I really do like this pop.
I like him. I don't know. I think I like Venom better, but he's pretty cool.
It's close. It's definitely close. Finally, number 82 in this Marvel line with the weird exclusive sticker from Walgreens.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, let's take a look at the Venom because this is the one that everybody wants, right? I mean,
oh my god, yeah, his tongue is just so creepy weird that I love it. It's something so different from what Funko has ever done.
Yep.
That I think that's why everybody's like, oh my god, I gotta have Venom.
Most people in this line, it's all about Punisher and Venom, especially Venom. Okay, so here we go. What's so amazing about this pop in particular and Venom in general is I love the hands, the sculpt on the hands.
Oh my god, I didn't even see those. You're so wrapped up in like his creepy teeth and tongue that you don't even look at the hands.
And I don't think I've ever seen a way that they've carved into this because they actually have sculpted the end of the face and then glued the whole mouth as one piece on the head, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
One thing about that though, it does have a lot of weight in the front and causes the bobblehead to shift down.
That's the bad thing about bobbleheads for Venom.
Yeah, but it's not a horrible thing since Venom's like this. He's got a kind of that pose, so it's not a horrible thing. But overall, a lovely, lovely pop.
I think he looks really, really creepy and cool.
Well, let's take a look at these guys up close. Okay, so here's the lineup.
I think that these pops are super gorgeous. I love how they made them so freaking shiny this time. I think that makes them look really cool.
Yeah, they are a lot more shiny than what you normally see. I mean, all of them are flat, most of them, DC. All these paints are flat. These are definitely not flat. They are very shiny, and I think it really works, except for Venom. I do not care for the shininess on Venom.
No, I think Venom should have been a matte color. I mean, similar to how Punisher's, his color is matte, but I think the Spider-Mans, both of them definitely need to be shiny because I think that just looks cool.
Yeah, the 2099 is great. I just really, really like that pop. It just looks great. I mean, it's boring. There's nothing much to it, but overall, I just really like that. That looks really nice.
His paint job kind of reminds me of a wrestler, like a wrestling costume. Like, I don't know what his name is.
Well, he was the first Latin Spider-Man, technically, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. It's really, really cool.
I love Venom's teeth. They're so freaking cool. They remind me of how Stitch's teeth are kind of carved, but his Venom's are actually a little bit better.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually a good point. That is really close to how they did Stitch's, except this one, like we said, is actually glued. The Spider-Man 2099, it's all a decal, so there was very few paint flaws in that. It's very crisp, and they, instead of electing to carve out the brows, the anger brow, they just went ahead and used that as a decal.
I'm glad they did that because I feel like that's such a fine space that it could have easily been messed up. I love how Punisher has this giant belt and then it goes right into his logo. It just looks so freaking cool, and he just looks kind of grimacing, kind of mean.
Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite. I mean, he's just my favorite out of the line. I think he's the most pop, if you will.
Yeah, he's the most pop for sure.
And he looks most like a pop. I think his hair is great. I do like how they made that belt push out where the teeth and the skull on his chest is. And of course he's got both of his guns, and they did pay attention to the little things like the knife in the side of his boot.
Yes, I love that.
And then finally, Black Suit Spider-Man, a very plain Jane pop. There is no... Actually, here's the point. Out of all the Venom and both Spider-Mans, they do not have pop eyes.
No, they don't.
Pop eyes. Huh, Popeye. Get it? Where's my spinach? But yeah, they don't have eyes. They literally just put the decals on a plain face. So that's kind of interesting and good, because the old Spider-Mans, they didn't do that. And they had the pops and they had to work around those eyes, which was horrible.
Yeah, I think I like these a little bit better. They make them look different than Pops, but they're still the same body style, which is what I love about it. And it makes them feel, I don't know, something new and crisp from them, so I like that.
I mean, it's a, you know,
it's a new style,
it's a balancing thing. You gotta figure out what you can take away and still keep it as a pop. And I think that they really succeeded on this line. This is a great line. Well, there you go. What a great set. A must-have for Spider-Man fans.
Yeah, definitely. If you are a Spider-Man fan, I mean, you really have to hunt these down because it's just a cool line. Funko really hasn't done an awesome Spider-Man line like this because the first Spider-Mans, the paint jobs were, and they were icky.
Terrible.
This is so cool. You really have to get this set.
Yeah, the first paint job was terrible.
Yeah.
The Amazing Spider-Man was kind of boring, and this latest Spider-Man was terrible. The only good Spider-Man that I've ever probably seen is the metallic version out of Japan. That's a really nice looking pop all in general, but we never got it here in America, unfortunately. But it was the best Spider-Man pop that ever came out, honestly. And there's a lot of villains that we needed in the Spider-Man line. So Hobgoblin, you know, come on, what's up, guys? Where's Mary Jane? I think like Mary Jane and stuff should be in there too. It's kind of weird. Gwen Stacy, all of them should be in there. Okay, now it's rant time, guys.
I am so sick and tired of calling all 17 Walgreens in our district like, hey, do you have these in? What are you talking about? Okay, it's in your toy aisle right here. Let me tell you right where it's at. Go look for it. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. We just get an assorted thing. No, your system says it's exclusive. You can pull it up in your computer with the UPC number. Check it out because you can do that. Don't tell me it's assorted.
With that said, let me throw up the UPCs for these first real quick. You can tell them, here's the UPC of the product we're trying to get, and they can kind of search for it.
Exactly, so, they can find it.
So here you go.
Another thing that I'm super annoyed about is the fact that all of these stores are only getting like 4 of each character. If it's an exclusive, you should have like a huge end cap, I don't know, a side panel, something saying, hey, this is exclusive to our store. Not just, oh, we have 4 or 5 of these, but they're hidden over here. Shh, don't tell people.
So,
that's annoying.
To be fair, let's be fair for a second. We do not know how rare this is gonna be.
No, we don't. But right now, they just came out, and you're gonna tell me you're only getting like 2 or 3, maybe 4.
The bad thing is that these were not, well, everywhere. Usually how this works with Hot Topic and stuff, they're all shipped these weeks in advance.
Yes.
And then they're told when to actually sell these. So everybody in the country can sell these at one time. They're obviously not doing that because we were lucky enough to find them in our area where other people don't even exist. And actually, a week ago we were able to get the Punisher, and then this is the second shipment that they've got in that we were able to get. So the first shipment didn't have, I don't believe, but 1 of each.
Yeah, I think well, the first shipment had Punisher and Venom, I think it was, but they only got like 2 of each or something like that. And then in our area, we have 4 stores, and only one of those stores got the pop. So
yeah. So I mean, that's just how it is. But now here's my tangent I really want to talk about here. Okay, so it's an exclusive pop to Walgreens. It's Walgreens' first exclusive as far as Funko Pops go, and one of the newest exclusive stores that we really never would have thought of. But here's the problem I have with it. So first off, you can't really blame the employees because they don't know what these are. They're not toy collectors. I mean, they're not made to know. I mean, think about when Hot Topic first started selling these exclusives. They didn't know what these were either.
They shoved them into these weird, clear, plastic oval things on the bottom. We're like, we're gonna smash these boxes up.
2 years ago, we'd call and say, do you have this Funko Pop? And they'd be like, sweater? No. So, you know, give Walgreens employees the time to understand what these are and why people want them. So there's that, and let's throw that to the side. But now let's talk about, why did Walgreens get these? Seriously.
Right, I mean, this should have been like, I don't know, Hot Topic, maybe,
a normal release,
or Fugitive. Somebody should have got this other than Walgreens.
So here's the way. This is what I'm thinking. First off, Venom is too popular of a character to make an exclusive. I mean, it's just, that's the truth.
Yeah, you need to make him available everywhere.
I mean, same thing with Punisher. These characters are way too popular. They're a normal character. They'd be like, if they were in the Batman line, this would be like Mr. Freeze or something. You know, you can't do that necessarily, but here's what I'm thinking. Now, I could be wrong, but Walgreens is a big company. So, my guess is Funko probably has a contract with them, and I'm sure the people at Funko said, no, you can't make, or you can't have Venom as an exclusive. You can't have Punisher as an exclusive. They're too big. My guess is Walgreens has ordered a lot of these. I would think they'd have to order that many for it to justify saying, okay, well, you can have this exclusive one here, because it's unfair to people in like Canada and other countries where Walgreens doesn't exist. This is too popular of a character. This is way too popular of a character. Just too popular of a character to make this an exclusive. There's a lot of, now, okay, so let's talk about that. The people in different countries, Canada, Australia, UK, you know, you guys are probably going to get these, so I wouldn't be too worried. At some point, somehow, one of your stores in your area will probably get this as an exclusive to them or be able to sell it somehow. But it's still frustrating to think that right now it's only offered at Walgreens, and Walgreens is only in a lot of big cities. A lot of smaller cities, they don't have a Walgreens, or if they do, it's a really small one, and their toy selection is like this big, and I highly doubt that this is a regular basic item there. Yeah, so there's that. Now, I think if they do become available in other places, I think Venom and Punisher are going to be the ones that are available. I think so, if I was going to probably guess which pops are actually going to be rare in this set, would be the Spidermans. I think so too. Yeah, I think those are going to be the ones that are going to be hard to find. Not necessarily Venom, not necessarily the Punisher, but I think definitely Black Suit Spider-Man. And of all of them, that's going to be the weird one to find, just because they don't get a lot of them even on their order. So there's that. Now, they had 2 of them at the store today. Yeah. So a lot of you might want to know when to get these, how, when, what, where, whatever. Why, how? All those. How to get these, when, what's going on. And the truth is, Walgreens does not have truck the same day, obviously. So no, they couldn't. They're gonna be on one of those trucks. It could be tomorrow, it could be whenever they get these trucks. That's probably when they're going to be on there. Here's the thing though, we're hearing that in between now and February 6th is when they're supposed to be shipping these out. So hopefully you'll be able to get them within that time frame somewhere. And like I said, our Walgreens is like one of the only Walgreens in the state that even got these. So it's not, you know, we're just lucky. That's all it is. So that's as simple as that. We just got really lucky. Well, there you go. I really do like this line. If you do want to spend the money on eBay to get them, you know, that's cool. Some of you don't have Walgreens, and some of you know you're never going to see these, so I understand if you want to jump into that. If you want to jump into that, go ahead, or you can wait a little bit and see what happens. Just my thought is, they had to have ordered a lot of these for Funko to say, okay, you can have these characters. Yeah, I mean, if they didn't order a lot of them, it would be super strange for them to get such a rare exclusive. I don't know. I just think that that's a common exclusive. Yeah. Not even a rare, because it's just weird. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, they would have to have a large order to justify saying, okay, you can have these ones when, I don't know, somebody else should have had them. I mean, it's entire sculpt. There are 4 entire new sculpts on a Walgreens. So what does this mean? This could mean Walgreens is going to get a lot more exclusives. I mean, from this set, those are great exclusives. So, you know, awesome. But at the same time, ooh, that's gonna be a problem because Walgreens is kind of a strange place to sell pops.
Right, and I know Walgreens had an exclusive Tyrion Lannister for the Legacy series, and I'm not sure, maybe that sold really well, and they're like, okay, well, let's try it with the pops and see how that goes. I don't know.
Well, they're gonna find out really quickly what a pop is and who the heck we are, because everybody, all the hunters out there are flocking and calling, and they're like, please leave us alone.
I know,
we don't know what pops are. You want Coke? What do you want? Leave us alone.
The manager today, I was like, hey, I'm looking for these characters you have, and he was just kind of like, you're like the 50th person today, and I'm like, oh really? Do you have them? Because other people may have beaten me to this. Do you have them?
There you go. Yep. All right, guys. So there you go. Great set. I love them, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.